the receipts with me, plus a covering note which I was asked to prepare. And the report for the GIS, and the weekly report for both GIS, and the concept note for GIS, the work plan for GIS, my letter of appointment as vocal person for the access project, the concept note of the project, and the application for the project. I also have the report of the close code. Yeah. Those are the ones from 2021 to 2020 to date. But that of 2018 and 2019 and 2020, I couldn't get that because by then we were at the annex, and now we moved to the main office. So yesterday when I closed, it was I found that the office is closed, so I couldn't access those ones.
Yeah. So let us admit see and then seek to admit the ones that you have with you currently, and then we can discuss the ones you do not have.
Okay.
Your cover letter.
Yes.
I think you should have it typed.
Okay.
And then you kind of itemize the receipts you have and the dates.
Okay.
Because you have said the total is $150,000, correct?
Yeah, for the month of January.
Yes. So the receipts you have, so that we will know how many receipts you have given us.
Okay.
If not, I'll be going through one after the other. So it's better for you to itemize these receipts and then the dates, so that we can verify what you have in your cover letter against the receipts that you have that you have submitted.
Okay.
Yes. So that's for January, and then the other one is for February.
February, yes.
You have one for March.
Yes.
And April.
Yeah.
We apply to tender the following documents. A document from the Department of Planning and Development, GIS Valuation Unit, KMC, fourth quarterly report 2021, 15 December 2021. Who prepared this report?
It's me.
But you did not sign to indicate that you have authored this report, did you?
No. No.
Why is that? Is there any reason?
No, because it was a draft. It was not submitted to the CEO. This is why it was not.
It is a draft report.
Yeah, this other one.
How relevant is a draft report? How relevant is a draft report?
Yeah, because we normally do a draft before getting the final one.
So it is not submitted at all?
The draft was submitted.
No, how relevant is it? What is the impact of a draft? What is the relevance of a draft?
It is relevant because that's the activities we've already conducted. We normally have the weekly reports. So from the weekly reports, I drafted this other one.
This seemed to be a new document that you have prepared.
I printed it from my laptop.
That's what I'm saying. It does not seem to be a document from you that you have prepared and submitted to the CEO and it is approved. Is it approved?
I cannot tell whether it's approved by the CEO.
Okay. And you cannot tell whether the CEO received this document as well?
I cannot tell that.
So how can the Commission rely on this document?
Yeah, because I was asked to bring the reports that I prepared when I was in the GIS. So this is why I printed it.
The reports you have prepared would have been the reports that you have submitted, the reports that are finalized.
It was prepared by me, and I know that it was submitted. So whether the CEO have received it or not, I cannot ascertain that.
Who submitted it to CEO?
It's me. We know we submit everything to records.
Directly?
To the records. We have a records.
You didn't submit via email as well?
No, no.
So how can we know whether it is submitted to the CEO?
I cannot ascertain that.
No, you tell us.
I was asked by the commission to produce this report.
No, now we are testing the authenticity of the document, Mr. Baji.
Well, whether the CEO received it, I cannot ascertain that. I cannot lie to that. But I am 100% sure that I prepared the document.
The other document is the Carnival Municipal Council GIS and Evaluation Unit Activity Work Plan for the second quarter 2022. Carnival Municipal Council memo from Director of Services GIS Unit to the Deputy Chief Executive Officer, signed by Lamin F. Baji. You see, this is how you submit documents or any information to authorities, to memo. You know how it is done.
Yeah, but I said it was a draft.
The other document is a memo from the Director of Services / GIS Unit to Deputy Chief Executive Officer, signed by the witness Lamin F. Baji. We have the weekly report memo from GIS Unit to Director of Planning. Weekly report memo from GIS Unit to Director of Planning. And the last weekly GIS Unit is a memo to the Director of Planning, signed by Lamin F. Baji. We have the concept note, GIS Evaluation Unit. We have the project focal point addressed to Lamin Baji, Head of GIS, Carnival Municipal Council. We have the draft concept note. We have the University of Essex and Carnival Municipal Council project concept note. We have an application form. We have a project completion report. The start date is 1st July 2021. The end date 4th February 2022. A document with a subheading National Policy for Plus Codes Implementation in the Gambia. All into evidence as an exhibit.
Mr. Baji,
Yes, ma'am.
the fourth quarterly report of 2021 is the GIS valuation, right?
Yes.
Dated the 15th of December 2021.
Yeah.
Now, in the meantime, can we hand you over the document since this is your document, so that you can append your signature and your name for us to be able to know that you are the one that authored this document.
Okay.
Right?
All right, ma'am.
And kindly provide us with the one that you submitted to the office.
Okay.
Right? Since you said this was a draft and you had submitted the final copy.
Yes.
To to the line department, right?
Okay. All right.
Thank you. The witness presented 16 documents to be admitted in evidence, and they are admitted as follows. The Department of Planning and Development, GIS/Valuation Unit, KMC, fourth quarterly report 2021, dated the 15th of December 2021. And the person producing this report is Lamin F. Baji, and it is signed by him. The Kanifing Municipal Council Concept Note GIS and Valuation Unit, prepared by Head of GIS and Valuation Unit, Lamin F. Baji. The Kanifing Municipal Council GIS and Valuation Unit Activity Work Plan for the second quarter of 2022. A memo dated the 1st of July 2022, which emanated from the Directorate of Services /GIS unit. It is addressed to the Deputy Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Director of Services kept Manager, Director of Planning and File. And the subject is Weekly Report from GIS and Ballot, dated the 13th of June to the 1st of July. A memo dated the 17th of July 2022, it emanated from the Directorate of Services /GIS unit. It is addressed to the Deputy Chief Executive Officer, and it is copied to the Director of Services KETP Manager, Director of Planning and File, and the subject is Weekly Report from GIS and Ballot, dated the 2nd of July to 17th of July. A memo dated the 24th of June 2022, emanating from the GIS unit, and it is addressed to the Director of Planning, and it is copied to the DECO, and also a file copy is maintained. The subject is Weekly Report. It is signed by Lamin F. Baji. A memo dated the 28th of May 2022, it also emanated from the GIS unit, and it is addressed to the Director of Planning. It is copied to the DECO and file with the subject Weekly Report. It is signed by Lamin F. Baji. The Kanifing Municipal Council GIS and Valuation Unit Annual Activity Work Plan of 2022. The Annual Work Plan for 2021. A letter addressed to Mr. Lamin Baji, head of GIS, Kanifing Municipal Council. The letter is from University of Essex, and the subject is Project Focal Point. It is signed by Victor Pauline Quinn, and it is copied to the Lord Mayor, Chief Executive Officer, Director of Planning and Development, Director of Finance, Director of Administration, Director of Services, Director of Internal Audit, Rates Manager, and Ballot Manager. The draft concept note with the subject improving the local social contract with digitalization, which is for property taxation and waste management in Kanifing. It is dated the 31st of May 2024. The University of Essex and Kanifing Municipal Council Project Concept Note. Mr. Baji.
Yes.
The project concept note.
Yes.
Is that all that this
Yes.
document entails?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
The Fund for Innovation in Development application form Mr. Baji, what is this Fund for Development? Because one wouldn't know what it is about. Is it about
It's for this
the
project.
GIS, eh? GIS?
Yeah, for this project, yeah.
For the GIS project?
Yeah.
The project compilation report of the Kanifing Municipality Digital Addressing Scale of Project, start date 1st July 2021, end date 4th February 2022. The National Policy for Plus Codes Implementation in the Gambia, it is dated November 1st, 2020. It is a document from the Ministry of Information and Communication Infrastructure, GRTS Building, MDI Road, Kanifing. And the last document, for the 16 documents that are submitted for admission, is a memo dated the 13th of May 2022 from the GIS unit to the Director of Planning, and it is copied to the ECO and file, and the subject is weekly report, and it is signed by Lamin F. Baji. These 16 documents are admitted in a bundle as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/LFB/KMC/003.
As the Commission places. Now, there are other outstanding documents you were asked to bring.
Yes.
The report for the Bakwere dump site. You have it?
No.
Why is that?
As I said, by then we were at the annex. So yesterday when we closed, I made them they close. I couldn't go to the office.
The yearly reports by the witnesses, same thing?
Yeah,
The fuel request and vouchers by
yeah, the same.
witnesses,
By then we were in annex.
How about the resolution?
Yeah, I went to the club, but he was out of office in the morning.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what do you want now? When can you produce this document?
Yeah, I'm appealing for the commission to give me time so that I can got those.
Okay. You can
Documents.
make the application.
Madam
Yes.
Chair, I applied to give me time so that I can produce this document because yesterday when we closed, I found the office closed.
Yes. Mr. Baji, the application is granted. You can bring them on Thursday.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Thank you so much.
I have some vouchers I want to show you as well in relation to impress that was given to you.
Yes.
What, 7 vouchers?
Yes.
Can you tell me the first voucher you have with you? The voucher number?
It's gas impress for the fuel and transport allowance for NDMA excavator as per the attached letter.
What is the voucher number?
Pardon?
What is the PV number? The voucher number?
PV 20/1485.
1485.
Yes.
Do you recognize that voucher?
Pardon?
Do you recognize the voucher?
Yes.
Do you sign receiving that the money?
Yes.
And please put it aside.
Okay.
The next one.
PV 20/1085.
Did you sign that voucher indicating receipt of the money stated there?
Yes.
You can please put it aside. The third one.
PV 201418.
Have you signed the voucher?
Yes.
The fourth one.
PV 211287.
1287.
Yes, 1287.
You also signed that one.
Yes.
The fifth one, sir.
PV 200873.
Have you signed that voucher?
Yes.
The sixth.
PV 19/0904.
You also signed that voucher, sir?
Yes.
And the last one, the seventh.
PV 180841.
You also signed that voucher as well.
Yes.
And they are all impress that was given to you.
Yes.
We applied to tender the following vouchers as identified by the witness. These were impressed given to the witness. The first is PV 201485 for fuel and lubricant. The second is PV 201085 for Mayor's Office Honorarium. That's correct, sir?
Let me confirm.
The third,
No, it's not Mayor's office. It's honorarium for environment sanitation laborers.
PV 201085.
Yes.
Can I please see it? You can read the description and tell us what you have in the description column. What do you have on the description column?
It's written there, Mayor's Office, Ororolio.
Can you please speak louder, please?
They wrote their Mayor's Office, Ororolio.
So what I said was correct?
Yes, but at the top I see they are impressed for the payment of honorarium to environment and sanitation laborers as per attached.
We are not discussing the voucher. I'm just giving you the description.
Okay.
On the
Sorry for that.
You indicated we were wrong, but now you have confirmed it is correct.
Yes, it's correct.
Good. Number 3 is the PV 201418.
Yes.
Again, the description is fuel and lubricant.
Yes.
Number 4, PV 211287. The description is capacity building.
Yes.
The 5th one is PV 200873. Landfill maintenance is the description.
Yes.
The 6th one, PV 190904. Vehicle sealing of fuel tanks and battery cafes, correct? The 7th, PV 180841 for staff incentive.
Sorry, the PV 190904.
Yes.
Yeah, they scratch it and put there in the description vehicle.
Vehicle.
Yes.
Yes, vehicle, yes. All into evidence as an exhibit.
Seven payment vouchers are presented for admission, and they are admitted as follows. PV 180841. Being cash impress for cost of 2 bulls for environment and sanitation laborers for coming to Baski prayer as per memo attached. PV 190904, being cost of sealing of the fuel tanks and the battery cages of all the new 23 trucks for protection against theft as per letter attached. PV 200873, being cash impress for the payment of logistics for the control of fire at the Bakote dump site as per letter attached. PV 211287, being impressed for payment of allowance to 15 participants for a 2 weeks training on the Google Plus code project as per request attached. PV 201418, been cash impressed for payment of fuel and transport allowance for the NDMA excavator driver as per letter attached. PV 201085, been cash impressed for the payment of honorarium to the environment and sanitation laborers as per letter attached. And the last payment voucher bears PV 201485, been cash impressed for payment of fuel and transport allowance for the NMDA excavators as per letter attached. This seven vouchers are admitted in a bundle together as exhibit in evidence, and they are marked as LGC/LFB/KMC/004.
As the commission places. Now, may I please have PV 180841 and the rest of the vouchers? Did you retire all this interest?
Yes.
Where is the retirement?
I don't have a copy here with me.
You were asked to bring a copy, correct?
Yes, yes.
When can you bring?
I will go back to the office and look for them. But the other one, the retirements are attached.
Yes, just one.
Yeah, one.
Let me give you this. What was that impressed for?
Purchase of 2 bulls.
2 bulls for what?
For environment sanitation laborers.
Why do you need 2 bulls for the environment and sanitation?
Pardon?
Why was it necessary to buy 2 bulls?
Because the laborers, they request for us that almost 3/4 of them cannot get Tobaski ram.
So it is during Tobaski?
Yes.
So, so because they said they can't get a Tobaski ram, are they paid?
Pardon?
Were they paid? For the labor that they were rendering, were they paid for that?
No. They only receive their salaries. This one is we bought a bull.
Were they paid for the labor that they render?
At the council?
Yes.
Yes.
They were paid for that?
Yes.
And then there was still a need to buy ram or meat or bull for them?
Yes.
Okay. Is this in the budget?
I don't know, to be honest.
You made the request. You should know.
Yeah, because the request, they let me come. They appeal to me that they cannot get a Tobaski ram.
Yes.
Whether they can get meat.
Yes.
So I told them I'm not the approving officer.
Yes.
The only thing I can do for you people is to write a request. When it is granted, we proceed. When it is not granted, you have to understand that.
You are not the approving officer, but you are the requesting officer.
Yes.
You should request based on budget. Mr. Baji, you sit here and you want to...
I'm not arguing.
I know you're not arguing, but I have to tell you the fact as well. You don't want to hear it?
I'm hearing. You asked me whether it is budgeted. Yes. I said I don't know whether it's budgeted.
Mr. Baji, can we have decorum, please?
Thank you, Chair.
Yes, please listen to his questions.
Okay.
And you answer as honestly as you can.
Thank
it is
you.
your evidence you are giving.
Yeah.
We are obliged to take what you tell us.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So there is no need to scream, and there is no need to be hyper about anything.
Okay.
We ask you based on facts we have,
Okay.
and we ask you based on evidence that is before us in terms of
Okay.
documents.
All right.
All right?
Yeah.
So please.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Council,
Madam
you may
Chairperson.
proceed.
Thank you, Madam Chairperson. Mr. Baji, you were the director, you were at the office of the Director of Services.
Yes.
You must be familiar with the budget.
Yes.
You have to be familiar with the budget.
Yes.
Were you familiar with the budget?
2018. Yes.
Was this budgeted for?
No.
Then why did you make the request?
I said, as I said before, they appealed to me. I told them the only thing I can do is to write a request and forward it to the office of the acting CEO, which I did.
Now, but you as far as you're concerned, you did it purely based on humanitarian grounds.
Yes.
To assist them to have meat for Tubaski.
Yes.
The other issue is how much did you request for?
No, in the letter there is no amount stated.
Yes.
But the CEO approves, the Director of Finance approves 60 for 30,000 each.
60?
60,000 for the two.
Each $6,000.
Each 30.
Each 30.
Yes.
Now turn to, but then how much do we have in the on the voucher as the amount that was given? The first page. The first page.
$50.
For unit price.
Yes.
1.
Yes.
2 would be?
100.
So what do you mean when you said 60,000?
That's what the Director of, in the request, that's what was approved.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you got paid more than that.
Yes.
Why?
He said he cannot pay more than that. The Director of Finance asked what he wrote. He said he cannot pay more than that.
I don't understand.
What I'm saying is that in the request letter, there was no amount stated.
Yes.
But when the request letter was approved by the CEO,
Yes.
the Director of Finance approves 60,000
Yes.
as what he can offer.
Yes.
Yes.
And then how much was eventually paid to you?
Well, what they put there is 100,000.
Can you explain that?
Well, that one, I think the procurement can, the Director of the Finance Department can explain that.
Did you receive $100,000
Yes, I receive.
as opposed to $60,000?
Yes.
And you don't know why?
No.
But you didn't ask for any amount.
No, I didn't.
But there's an invoice.
This is what I'm saying.
There's
When I was receiving this check, I didn't, in fact, go to the to the request letter. They called me, your check is drawn. Then I went and picked it.
Did you say you didn't go with the request letter?
What I'm saying, when the check was drawn,
Yes.
I didn't go through the request letter. I was informed that the check is drawn, come for your check.
No, I'm saying there is an invoice in that set of documents, the voucher.
Which I agree.
There's an invoice. Is that an invoice?
Yes.
Can you please tell us the details in that invoice?
Staff incentives, 100,000.
Invoice. INVOICE, invoice. Have you seen an invoice?
Yes.
Good.
KMC 16/8/2018.
Let me help you. Mr. Baji, you are starting to behave like one of my witnesses that I had in Basse a long time ago. When you ask them something, they skip the document. I spelled invoice for you.
This is the invoice. 2 bulls, 100,000, 50,000 each.
If you had shown me earlier, I wouldn't have requested for the document. Have you seen an invoice?
Yes.
How much is there?
2 bulls, 50,000, $100, 100,000.
Where is the invoice from?
From Ali Toure Enterprise.
Ali Toure Enterprise.
Yes.
Okay. Now, did you not provide that invoice along with the request?
Pardon?
Did you not provide that invoice along with the request?
Did I?
Did you not provide or issue that invoice along with the request for the impressed?
Can you please come? I didn't get you.
Who issued that invoice? Were you not the one who provided the invoice to council?
No.
Now, who provided that invoice? Who issued the invoice? How did that invoice find itself in the voucher?
Well,
You don't want to answer. Do you know why?
why?
Because you had already said that you did not tell them any amount.
Yes, that's true.
But then that is contrary to what the invoice is saying.
Yes.
Yes, it's totally different. You had actually.
That's true.
Yes, you had told them how much you want. And the amount is $100,000. It's clear in the invoice.
How much?
You asked for.
Me?
Through the invoice.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Now, there is a receipt subsequently.
Yes.
Do you see a receipt?
No, there's no receipt.
There is a receipt,
Yes.
but before the receipt.
Yeah,
before,
I've seen the receipts.
Yes, but before that,
Yes.
how do you know that the price of one bull is $50,000?
No, that one is from the supplier who wrote that
Yes.
amount.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not me who knows that the price is
I
50,000.
know.
Yeah.
So the supplier told you the amount, what the price for one bull is $50,000.
$50,000.
Could it not have been less than that amount?
We got it less than that.
No, I'm asking a question. Could it not have been less than
Yeah,
that?
yeah, it could be. It could be.
It could have been less than that.
Yes.
You can have a bull for $45,000.
Yes.
It's possible you have it for 40.
Yes.
Even possible you have it for 35.
Yes.
Even 30.
Yes.
You could have a bull for 25.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yeah.
So why must you only have an invoice from one supplier?
This was a cash impress given to me.
I know.
So by then, the Tobaski was just 1 or 2 days.
I know.
So I called this guy to help me with an invoice, which
Yes.
he did. But at the end,
Yes.
we were able to get less than that.
We will come to that.
Okay.
I am just saying that the reason why it matters for the accountability of public funds, like we always say in procurement, is to have value for money.
Yeah.
So if you are given $100,000, you want to do good for the laborers, you may also want to do good to yourself.
No.
It was also Tobaski. You don't celebrate Tobaski?
I did.
You do.
Yes.
So I'm not saying you did that, but that is the loophole you will create if you do not follow procurement regulations. You create that loophole. You have agreed you can even have a bull for $25,000. So if you put even 45, we would not know whether you had it for far less than you declared.
I agree.
Yes. And that's what people will do to perpetuate that there are corrupt practices in public institutions.
Okay.
You understand?
Yes, I understand.
Good. And now, how much did you end up buying the bull? One bull. $35.
Yes.
2 would be how much?
70.
Where did you buy it from?
Abuko.
I mean, the dealer. They are dealers. The receipt is there.
Yes, it's Abuko.
Who sold the bull to you?
I don't know the guy, to be honest, but it's at the abattoir.
Is there no description in the receipt?
Yeah, it says livestock dealers, Central Abattoir, Abuko.
Yes.
Yes,
And you have it for 70.
yes.
Why did you not buy it for the amount that is stated in the invoice? Is there any reason?
Yes,
What is the reason?
because when I got the balance, I give it to the laborer so that they can make it as fair when they are going.
No. You asked for money to buy bull.
Which I did.
I haven't asked my follow-up question yet.
Okay.
And your invoice says 50,000 for one.
Yes,
2 would be 100.
yes,
You were given the 100.
yes,
You went and negotiated for 70 for 2.
yes,
You have a balance of $30,000.
yes.
Is that not the case?
That's true.
Yes. But then your invoice, if you're going by your initial invoice, you should have gone and bought the 2. The negotiations should have started before the invoice. Going to find the cheapest bull should have been the first thing to do. Before you receive the money first, and then now go and see where you can have a discount. That's not honest. That's suspicious.
Due to the time frame, this is why we cannot do all those processes.
But you agree it's suspicious.
Pardon?
It's suspicious.
Like,
Why would you negotiate after you receive the money?
this is what I'm saying. It was just a day or 2 or 1 day for this Tobaski.
But you had time to go and get an invoice.
I have?
You had time to get an invoice.
Yes.
The same way you went to look for an invoice, you could have easily found or tried to see the cheapest seller or dealer, and you would have arrived at the $70,000 probably.
That's what I did so that I got the balance.
At the tail end.
Yes.
And let's see what you now did with the balance. What did you do with the balance?
I just paid the fare for the 2 bulls. Then from there, the balance I give it to the laborer because I don't need the money.
How much did you don't?
I don't need that money. That's why I
No, Mr. Baji. You see, we are not going there whether you need the money or not. Everyone needs money.
I don't say I don't need money, but for that one I don't need it.
Of course you do, but then let's forget about that.
Yes.
Let's go to the substance of the issue. You paid fare how much?
Each bull 7,005.
Each bull
Yes.
7.5.
Yes.
They were transported in separate vehicles.
Yes.
They could not be transported in one taxi bagage, they call it.
No, we have a pick-off.
They could not be transported in one taxi bagage. They had to be transported separately too.
It was transported in 2 vehicles.
They could not be transported in one vehicle.
Yes, they couldn't.
It was not possible.
The vehicle we have, he said he cannot take the 2 at a time.
We live in this country.
Yes.
Your answers must be logical.
It's logical. We took two vehicles to transport these vehicles.
That's not logical. Because you can, do you want to tell the commission that you cannot transport these two bulls with one vehicle?
I'm not saying we cannot transport the 2 vehicles, but this one is transported in 2 vehicles.
Is it a possibility to transport 2 vehicles with one?
It's possible, but we couldn't get a vehicle that will transport these 2 vehicles once.
See? Again, creating loopholes for fraud. So we move on to the other issue. How about the other balance?
It was given to the laborers.
Was that requested for?
No, it was not.
So you did not request for that?
No, I didn't.
You did not request for transport? You did not request for giving monies to the laborers?
Yes.
You requested for 2 bulls each, $50,000.
Yes.
But you had other ideas.
That's
had
true.
other plans.
That's true.
You had plans to give them money.
That's
you had
true.
plans for transport for 2 separate transportation. Each is 7.5, correct?
Yes.
That's it. Now, did they sign these laborers?
Yes.
All of them signed.
Some do thumbprint.
Some thumbprint.
Some sign.
Some signed. How would we even know that is their thumbprint?
For me, I'm sure that is their thumbprints and their signatures.
You don't work for yourself.
Yes, I don't work for myself. That's true.
You work in an institution.
Yes.
The monies are not your money.
Yes.
They're public funds.
Yes.
They have to be accounted for.
Yes.
That's it. Now, how much did you retire?
I retired everything.
No, what I mean, is there any balance?
No,
Not even a dollar?
no.
Let me have that, Mr. Baji. Mr. Baji, we cannot continue having people like you in this public service. We cannot. And which CEO approved this in the first place?
I think it's acting CEO.
The acting?
Let me confirm the signature.
Yes, yes. Yeah.
Senator Martin Sonko.
Senator Martin Sonko.
Yes.
And the finance director?
Finance director. Sirif Njai.
So for the other outstanding 6 impressed, if you bring the retirement,
Okay.
then we will ask you questions on those.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you.
Chairman, is there any questions?
Mr. Baji, are you aware of the provision with regards to impress, which is contained in the financial manual?
Whether?
Are you aware of what is contained in the financial manual with respect to how you handle and disburse impress? Are you aware?
Yes. What I know, if you take an impress, you have to retire.
Do you know what the provision of Section 701 says about impress?
No.
You don't know?
No.
Let me refer you to 701(11). Section 701 deals with impress. Section 702 is the procedure for dealing with impress. When you bring the retirement, we will discuss some of the provisions in Section 702 to see whether what you have done is in compliance with what the financial manual is saying.
Okay.
But let me, in the meantime, refer you to 702 sub 11. Can you please read sub 11?
Impress should be retired when
No. Go back, read it again.
11.
Yes, 702 sub
Sub
11.
11.
You go to page 53.
53. Yes, that's where I am.
Yes, you did not read it correctly.
I said impress should be repaid when no longer required, or reduced when funds to be.
Can you please read it again?
Interest should be repaid when no longer required, or reduced when funds to be.
Read it again, please.
Interest should be repaid when no longer required, or reduced when found to be excess.
Can you please read it properly? Mr. Baji, you are a graduate.
I said interest should be repaid.
Please, hold on a minute. Please read this as correctly as it is written.
It is written, interest should be repaid when no longer required, or reduced when found to be excessive.
Correct, thank you. What do you understand by that?
What I understand by that is saying that if the interest is not required, you should repay it back.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And then?
Or reduce when found to be excessive.
So in this circumstance, would it be correct to say that the impress you were given based on your request was excessive? Is that correct?
No.
Sorry?
I said no.
So what you requested for
Yes.
and what you bought the cattle for,
Yes.
was it excessive or was it not excessive?
It's not.
It's not.
Yes.
Didn't you tell the commission that you bought the 2 cattle for 35
Yes.
each, which makes it
Yeah,
70?
yes.
And you were paid how much?
100.
Is that excessive or not?
It is.
It is excessive.
Yes.
Thank you. Council, you may proceed.
That's all for the witness. We'll wait for Mr. Baji to provide the other documents that he is requested to bring.
Now, I have one question. We will deal with it extensively, and these are, did you recall General Council Resolution number KMC/GCM/6/2019? The meeting was held on the 24th of September, 2019. The councillor of Ibo Town, New Joshua, made some observations about the GIS project. What can you tell us about that? This was tabled at the General Council meeting of the 24th of September.
Yes.
They had some serious concerns and they raised it at the General Council.
I cannot fully remember what was his concern, but I learned that he was saying that the way we were working, he is not pleased with it. And I told him that the staffs that I have were not enough. And I requested for more staffs, but council cannot give me the staff.
Is that all that they raised?
I said that one,
meeting?
I cannot remember all.
All?
Yes, until
was the issue of money raised?
I cannot remember that because GIS.
Yes, we'll get to that.
Okay, okay.
Council, are you done with the witness? Yes. All right, Mr. Baji, thank you so much. We will call you back.
Okay. I have one
please
question.
endeavor to bring the documents on Thursday.
Thursday?
Yes. Please.
Which time?
Thursday, you can come in by 10 o'clock.
10, okay.
All right. Please, Registrar, can you call the next witness?
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Witness.
afternoon.
You can place your envelope on the table. I say you can place your envelope on the table and then stand here. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and Related Matters. What is your religion?
Habib MLCC.
No, I mean, what is your religion?
I'm a Muslim.
In which language do you wish to make your testimony?
English.
Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation?
Yeah, the Holy Quran.
Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Okay, can you hold the Holy Quran by your right hand side and repeat after me? I, Habib, MLCC, do swear that I'll speak the truth,
I will speak the truth,
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me God.
So help me God.
Thank you. You may be kindly
Thank you
seated.
very much.
Madam Chair, the witness is sworn. I have the honor to hand over the witness for us to proceed. Thank you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Sise.
Yeah, afternoon.
You are welcome.
Thank you.
Council, can you please proceed?
Yes, thank you very much, Madam Chairperson. This is my councillor from New Joshua. Mr. Sise, I hope you haven't finished our breakfast.
Thank you, Patrick. I really enjoyed the breakfast.
Okay. Please state your name, your full name.
My name's Habib Malamin Sise,
Say, what is your address?
New Joshua.
Your occupation?
I'm an elected councillor.
Since when?
Pardon?
Since when were you elected?
2018.
2018. And you are still a councillor?
Yeah, I'm serving my second term.
For KMC?
Yes.
Can you please run us through your educational background, sir?
I went to New Joshua Primary School, Kandiba. Then from there, Krabel and Upper Basic. Then I proceeded to Pipeline Comprehensive, now Dirty Job. From there, I went to GTTI to do my ABE, Association of Business Executive, up to graduate diploma. Then from there, I went to MDI to do my postgraduate in public administration.
That's impressive. You recall giving statements, a statement and an additional statement as well, to the investigators?
Yes.
The registrar will show you your statement and the additional statement. The statement is a 2-page statement, the additional statement as well, 2 pages.
Yeah, I want to do amendment. My statement, 31st July 2023.
Yes, what do you want to amend?
I'm a councillor of New Joshua, Ibo Town, not Old Joshua.
Yes. New Joshua and Ibo Town. Okay. Any other?
Also, in my statement, I mentioned I can vividly remember those appointments were presented to the Establishment and Appointment Committee in our first sittings by the Lord Mayor.
Yes.
Okay, I think Lord Mayor is not our committee member. And also, Talib Ahmed Bensouda and there are, was no job advertisement. Okay, all right. Okay. No, that is okay.
It's okay.
Yes.
This part is okay.
Yeah, but I want to remove Lord Mayor.
Why?
Yeah, because at the time I was made in that statement, There are some of the things I cannot fully remember, but now when I remember all those things, I try to correct it.
But you recall you made this statement?
Yes.
Okay, so we'll have it admitted.
Yeah.
When we get to the river, we'll cross it, Mr. Sise. But until then, since you have confirmed it is your statement, which you have confirmed, correct?
Yeah, I'm a very responsible person, so I will not say anything that is not in line. And
Yes.
I cannot involve myself in anything that I do not do.
I agree, 100%. We have no doubt
Yes.
and no reason, no cause to doubt what you are saying. But I'm just saying, before I make the application, you confirm that is your statement, correct?
Yeah, and I make the amendments.
No, I mean, I'm saying you are a councillor for New Joshua and Igbo Town.
Yes.
That is a fact,
Yes.
correct? The third paragraph, what you are saying, you confirm that this is what you said earlier, and you want to change it now?
Yes.
You want to change it now?
Yeah,
You said it previously, but you want to change it now.
Yes.
It's on, which means that is not the process. Since you have said it before in your statement, you will have it admitted. That is the process. And in your testimony, if you want to change it, you are at liberty.
Yeah, because the time I was giving the statement with the investigators, at that time I did not swear about the Quran.
It doesn't matter.
So anything I will say here, I will make sure that I confirm and is the right thing.
Were you lying when you gave the statement?
No, you cannot say me I'm lying, because if you said me I'm lying, if I say to you are lying, you not like it.
So
So please, Madam Chair.
Mr. Sise,
Yes.
I believe that you owe these people that are sitting here respect and decorum.
Is there?
These are your people that followed you to come here to listen to you speak. And we accord every person that comes to this commission the utmost dignity and respect. And we do not expect 1% less of that in this commission. All right?
Yeah, thank you, Madam Chair. I'm a very
So
responsible.
can you
I'm
allow
not
me
deserved
to
if-
finish?
Okay.
Allow me to finish.
Okay.
And I don't want to raise my voice again. We have rules that govern this commission. And you may take liberty to look at what the rules say. All right? You have made a statement at the police, at the investigators. And whatever you want to say, we will 100% take. Are you listening to me, Mr. Sise?
Yes, I'm listening. Madam Chair, please, if you can allow me, I want to say something. To be honest, I believe, this commission.
Can you allow me to finish?
Yeah, but
And we will give you the time to respond.
Okay, all right, okay.
Or is there anything that we need to know?
Need-
Or are you ready to proceed with your evidence?
No, because I want you to give me a chance. You were saying something here that I need to be respected, and I also deserve to respect people. But one thing, I believe this commission is an investigation.
Yes.
So I'm not expecting someone to tell me you are lying. So if
Mr. Sise,
yes,
I think let me remind you the law that set up the commission.
of course
The
I
commission-
have the TOR of the commission, and I
Yes,
know the law
and-
governing the commission. I have it.
Yes.
Yes.
And I believe that you also understand what is the level of the commission when it comes to the hierarchies of the court, right?
Yeah, Madam Chair, what I'm saying.
No.
I'm totally agreed.
Yes.
But one thing I cannot allow anyone to insult me. I believe I'm a responsible. If you tell me I'm lying, that's an insult to me. I'm a well respected and responsible person. You can ask me of anything, but you cannot tell me I'm lying. I don't think I will accept
Mr.
that.
Sise,
Yes.
it's either you opt to give your evidence or you don't opt to give your evidence.
Of course, it's a commission. So I'm so
Mr.
proud to be here, honestly, to
Yes.
give my statement.
I think that should supersede the
I believe.
semantics of the words we are using. All right? As a person that is elected, I believe that by your character and your standing, you transcend the level of not giving your evidence as you wish to give it to the commission. Am I correct? Am I correct? I'm saying your level and your standing transcends the fact that you would want to give your evidence as a public officer to this commission to
Yeah,
the best of your ability. Is that
I
correct?
came here.
Is that correct first?
I am here to give my
No,
statement.
is that correct?
I am here to give my statement.
Yeah, that is what I'm saying. I said what I said. Is it correct?
I'm here to give my statement, Madam Chair.
No, what I'm asking is what I said. Is it correct?
That's what I'm saying. I'm here to give my statement, and I'm willing.
Thank you for that.
Yeah.
Can we proceed, please?
Yes, thank you.
May I proceed?
Yes, please.
Yes, just to, Honorable Chairperson, for the consumption of everyone, the rules of the Commission are
Yeah.
very clear. I've requested for the rules, and I will read some part of the rules. It says 16, any person making a statement to the Commission staff shall generally be asked to give a solemn undertaking about the truthfulness and completeness of the content of their statement. And in this country, lying on the oath is an offense. So when a witness, counsel has all rights to ask a witness whether their statement is truthful or not, whether it's a lie or it's correct. So when a witness appears, regardless of the individual, it is part of the rules and part of the laws of this country to give a truthful statement, because failure to do so is contempt and the person can be subjected to imprisonment. So the rules are clear. I believe they are there for everyone, and no one will be an exception, Madam Chairperson, with your indulgence. So, but however, we will proceed with the witness. I had confirmed from the witness, he can object to that, it will be his right, that he made this statement, and I will read the portion. It says, the person on the appointment of Nuruddin Adams, Aissatou Fall, Sanjali, Yusuf Asala, and Babakar Jame. I can vividly, these are the words, remember that these appointments were presented to the Establishment and Appointment Committee in our first sittings by the Lord Mayor, Talib Ahmed Bensouda. And there were no job advertisements conducted for these oppositions. I recalled that both Nuruddin Adams and Aissatou Fall were given grades that didn't match their respective qualifications, which I challenged during our committee meetings. However, there was a General Council resolution to appoint Aissatou Fall on grade 10 and Nuruddin on grade 7.1. Now, the witness does not deny making this statement. He said, yes, I made this statement, but I did not swear to the Holy Quran back then. Now, that is not one of the grounds to refute this or amend this statement. If the witness has said that I did not make this statement, I did not say this, then that may be a ground, and the discretion will lie entirely and squarely to the chairperson to decide whether to accept the amendment or not. So, having said that, we will apply to have the statement tendered. The witness, Habib ML Sise, the date is 31st of July 2023, and is signed by the witness. The witness accepts signing the statement. The additional statement is the 4th of September 2024. It is signed by the witness. The witness accepted signing the statement into evidence as an exhibit, Madam Chairperson.
The statement dated the 31st of July 2023, made by the witness, Mr. Habib ML Sise, And the additional statement dated the 4th of September 2024, made by the witness, Mr. Habib M.L. Sise, are all admitted in evidence together as an exhibit, and they are marked as LGC/HMLC/KMC/001.
Ask the commission, please. Now, let's start with your role as a councillor. How do you understand this role as a councillor?
Yeah, councillor is a position in the local municipality, and I am elected. You are elected to be the mouthpiece of your people, and we are answerable to our people and elected by our people.
It's impressive. Now, how do you perform these functions?
Yes, like I said, I'm the mouthpiece. I make sure that all their concerns and to look after their taxes, to make sure that their concerns, their needs and aspirations is fulfilled.
Now,
and I try my utmost best to make sure that those are fulfilled.
Now, what are these concerns, these main concerns from the people that you represent?
Yeah, I came from the biggest ward of Kanifing municipality, which is Joswang Ibo town.
Yes.
And we all know when you come in time of disaster, Joswang Ibo town is a prone area. And access to there are some areas they don't have clean water. And the women's garden, and also we have a health post and clinic at the ward. So it's my responsibility to make sure that those aspirations, when those concerns are raised, as a representative, to make sure that I convey that message to council. And at times, most of the time, when I complain these things, their needs to council, I think this is my second term in office. I will not say all, but most of the time, the things were fulfilled. And I have that connection with the community.
Now, you have mentioned clean water. What do you mean when you say there is no access to clean water in some areas?
Yeah, we all know that, Joswang Ibo town, some of the areas, the waters is contaminated. So we make sure that, we talk to NAWEC.
And these areas are?
Around Badal, and at times even Sankunsila areas. Because I can remember American University, they make one survey. So the reports, I was going through the report. So they said most of Joswang Ibo towns, the waters are contaminated.
Before the report, you should be the individuals telling these agencies or these institutions or these corporate bodies about your problem. Probably they will not even report it the way and manner in which you have lived. Is that not the case? You live in Joswang, for instance, you should know their problems. So now I want to know, when it comes to the area of clean water, which areas are affected in particular? Do you have the data? Do you have the information? How did you come about with that information so that it can be addressed? Yeah,
of course, most of our things based on report. So I'm not an expert to go and do water samples to identify whether the water is contaminated. I don't know.
Is there a committee in this locality that is instituted to represent the concerns of the people? Yeah,
we have a ward development committee, but
yes.
No one is there. There is experts to take water samples. They don't have the machines. They don't have the equipment, so they cannot do that.
No, everyday problem doesn't need expert. You see, everyday problem requires no expertise. Something you have lived and something you were told by an expert, you can't even compare it to. What I want to know is not whether you have verified certain information regarding whether in fact there is contamination. What I want to know is, at your level, as a councillor, how or what will you tell the commissioners in relation to the areas that are affected? Can you name the areas? Can you list them as to the areas that are affected in relation to clean water?
That's what I'm saying. I said Ibo Town, Badala,
Sankunsila
area.
Just that?
Yes, these are the two areas that are mentioned in that report.
No other area
No, these are the two areas.
in that report?
Yes.
Now, how about your own findings?
I don't receive, my office did not receive any complaint.
Okay, so your finding rests squarely on the report.
Yes.
When was this report?
Huh?
When was this report?
This report, 2020 or 2021, something like that. I cannot fully
20 or
remember.
2021.
Yes.
Now, how about the issue of women's garden?
What?
You spoke about women's garden.
Yes, women's garden. I think, like I said, when it comes to Joshua, Ibo Town,
Yes.
we have I think everybody is aware of that case that happens. The government, the Minister of Local Government allocate lands to businessmen.
Everybody's aware will be an assumption.
Yes.
Now, you tell us what you know.
Yeah, exactly. The complaints. So when the women's gardeners came to my office complaining bitterly that their lands, someone came there with a grader, tried to grade all their lands. So when I hear these things, I went to our platform, which is the World Development Committee group, and I informed the members. When I informed them, then we have an emergency meeting the following day. Then the next day, we were told by the women's leader, which is Mbamari Amagasama, then all the community of New Joswang, we went to the garden. I think, if most of the media houses, they read that story, and they were around. So then from there, we wrote a petition to the ministry. I think, even the then minister called me for a dialogue. When I was going, I go with the Lord Mayor of KMC. I go with the then CEO, what is his name? Senabu. So at the time, because when it comes in terms of my community, I don't joke, because I am elected by the people and answerable to the people. I am there to fulfill the needs and aspirations of my people. And I'm brought up in that community, raised and brought up in that community, so I make sure that their voice are heard. So it was not a fruitful discussion between myself and the minister at the time. So, but they just try to mediate. But my point was
Mr. Sise, can you tell us the name of the minister?
Sorry, he was there 20. Musa Drame.
Thank you.
Musa Drame, yeah. So it was not a fruitful discussion. So then from there, then, Lord Mayor called me. Then we tried to, the minister told us that, we have to write a petition, then I submit it to up to date. After him, when Abba came, we followed it. They told us that, Do
you have the petition?
Yes.
We will request that you provide that petition.
Yeah.
Please, we will give you a paper and a pen.
Okay.
Do you have one on your desk?
Yeah, I think I have my envelope. I will write it on.
Okay. Please provide the petition.
Mr. Sise, Mr. Sise,
yes.
Take the paper and write it. When you are ready, you put the paper inside the envelope.
Okay, right, thank you.
Now, any other problem?
Sorry, let me just ask him. Please provide all correspondences that you have made pursuant to this issue.
Okay, thank you.
Write it so that you will not forget.
No, I will not forget it.
Thinking that is only the petition. Include there, where you have write petition, every other document. Okay. Thank you. You may proceed.
Yes, any other issue with respect to the women's garden?
You say what?
Any other issue?
Yes, and I think the women's garden also, I give them, there was a campaign promise. I give them quarterly women's fertilizer. I give them fertilizer. And also I build there a bridge, because it was a concern for the women's garden. So I do all those things.
Now, what are their main problems?
Yeah, like
Aside from the ones you've mentioned.
yeah, and I think at times they don't have siblings for and crops and equipments. There was a time I provided them with equipments through the KEP project. And also we have series of training with the women's garden through the Ministry of Agriculture.
How many women's gardens do you have within your jurisdiction?
2.
2?
Yes.
2 main ones or just 2 maximum?
Yeah, the one at Ibo Town, the one at Joshua.
Just these 2?
Yes.
There are no other women gardens?
Yes.
Do they have an association?
Yes, they have an association.
Do you meet them?
I do meet them all the time.
You have meetings of these meetings?
Well, I don't know whether the meetings, they write the minutes, but I have series of meetings with them. And most of the time, when they have concerns, they do come to me. And at times, most of the time, the Ministry of Lands and also Physical Planning, at times they do go there to demarcate, telling them that, government have allocated
so
this land.
You don't have minutes of meetings?
I have?
You don't have the minutes of meetings?
Unless I have the community development officer. But I will ask him whether he take the minutes.
You would not know if minutes are taken? If you attend a meeting and minutes are taken, you would not know?
No, I don't think, because he said just a discussions and way forward, but not formally meeting.
So there are no minutes?
Yes.
Yeah, just say that.
I believe, yeah.
Just say there are no minutes. It's easier. So about the health, you spoke about health post?
Yeah, we have a health clinic at New Joshua.
Yes.
I think, the clinic, the time I was, I came in as a counselor, they have a series of problems. And there was one white man that was supporting Butterfly Foundation. They were sponsoring the clinic. But later on, they don't have the financial muscle anymore to continue sponsoring the clinic. So the clinic is about to collapse. So when I was informed, I make sure that, I counsel, because to be honest, the time we came in, we find out that, council, I think we came in around June or July, something like that. Our election was in April, then 1 month before mayor election, then from there, we were sworn in. So maybe June or July. So they said, council says it is not in their budget, but they will try to factor it to our next budget.
What is not in their budget?
Huh?
What is not in their budget?
Yes.
What?
The maintenance of building of New Joshua Market.
Yes.
Sorry, New Joshua Clinic.
Yes. But did they factor it in the subsequent budget? And budget is every year, is it not?
Yeah, I believe they did, because when I requested.
You believe or
the
you
following
know?
Year. Huh?
You believe or you know?
Come on, I believe, because already when I requested it, they approved it and they came in to make sure that some of the staffs have been paid, because if not, we will lose most of the staffs at the clinic.
Do you have the request?
Huh?
Do you have the request?
The records? Yeah, I believe.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure, but I believe any money coming out of council, there should be a formal request.
No, I mean, I want to know. You see, Mr. Sise, we are dealing with facts, right? And it's evidence coming from you. So if the evidence comes from you and it requires documentation, and you made reference to a documentation, I will request for a document.
Yeah, Mr. Patrick, what I'm saying.
Mr. Gomez.
Okay,
you
all right,
address me as Mr. Gomez, or you address me as lead counsel. I know you know me.
Yeah.
But this is a very formal sitting.
Yeah, Mr. Gomez.
Yes.
I believe council, as far as I know, if I raise any, they cannot give you money like that. You have to write a request. So if you wrote a request, then from there they do their thing and they approve it. Or this thing is solved.
I don't.
So I don't think. For me, I believe all the documents, as far as council is concerned, most of these documents, if I ask them, they said they already submitted to the commission.
Yes. I asked this because you are a councillor.
Yes.
So you manage your own office.
Yeah.
Is that a fair and correct statement?
Yeah, I
and
think
so
so.
you will have your own file, ideally. Correct? You will have your own file. Do you agree with that? You should have your own file. Your records, your communication, because you represent a people. And the people you represent, you will have to have correspondence. Even if you leave council, if you're no longer a councillor, you will have your records as per how you served the people. Do you agree with that?
Yeah, of course.
Good. So you and I both agree that records should be kept at your level. And now I'm asking you, you have made this request. Do you have copies of these documents?
Yeah, I believe the request is with council because I write through council, so I don't keep at the time. I don't keep files in my office. I don't know. There was no office at the time.
So you don't have records?
Yes, at the time there was no office. There was no WDC office.
You make it simple. We keep it simple. And aside from this, now, is there any progress, or is there anything you have done in relation to the streets, the roads within your community that are affected probably in the most cases during the rainy season?
Yeah, I believe my biggest achievement as a councillor is the waste management. Because when I came in, at the time we all know waste management was a big concern for people of New Josong Ibo Town. So everybody is seeing this truck, the foot-on trucks. I initiated that project because when I went to mayor's office to complain about, to be honest, the people of Ibo Town really need, they need a waste truck. They are waste to be collected. So I told me at the time I was talking with some of these bank. It's not formal, just verbal. You know, I want a truck, so I want bank to give me loan. So at the time, I was just only my word. But after when because mayor is the head of the municipality.
Yes.
So when I have a discussion with him about all these things, he told me I think it's a good plan. Then just few days time, he called me back and told me, yeah, I think these things is a good idea, but I will tell council. Then from there, if any business is interested, then let them apply. Then yes. I think that's where the whole concept came, and I am fortunate to be part of the Mbalit committee.
Yes.
So we do a lot of discussions, try to design the concept of the project, and some of the rules and regulations of the project. Then finally our trucks are in the Gambia here. So, and every household in my community is benefiting from it.
That's a good initiative. I mean, it's a good idea that you have. But that wasn't my question. My question is in relation to, most especially when you have the rainy season, more than I do, that there are areas that are severely affected by the rainy season. Severely. In fact, some houses will really will probably almost sink. You can't even barely live there. The streets as well. So, do you know some of these problems?
Of course, I think everybody knew the cause of this. Some of these disasters. Some of them are man-made because Ibo Town Joswang 20 years ago, 25 years ago, there was no serious flooding. But people settle on waterways, and that is not our responsibility to give people a permit to settle on the waterway.
Now that we have a problem, which was caused by some other factors, now we decide how to solve it. That's why we get people that are elected in these positions. You agree with that?
Of course, yes.
So we focus on that, solving problems. So in this subject matter, what are the main areas that you think are really a problem in relation to what we are discussing currently, and how have you contributed in solving this problem?
Yeah, I think when I came in, every year we clean the drainage, and there are some drainage that we created.
Yes.
They were not constructed, but we have to dug some of those drains to make sure that water is passed, because stagnant water, we all know, is a disease. So there are some parts of the of our ward, we dug those areas, and water goes through. But most of the time,
yes,
there are some areas it is really a problem.
Do you have you still haven't told me what you have done apart from this thing, but do you have your activity reports?
Activity report like?
So what you are saying currently?
Report?
Yes, activity report of how you are helping or contributing in elevating this or in solving these problems.
Of course, it is. Come on, I have a meeting with my community. I relay their concern to the council. They were all captured in the minutes. If you go over to the minutes, you will see my contributions
Not the contribution. Yeah. You hear me out. The activity report. For instance, you were to embark on a certain activity. Let's say, in relation to the drainage system. Do you have activity report for this?
No.
Exercises? You don't have the report for these exercises. Good. So I have vouchers here that I want to show you that you have allegedly received. The first voucher is PV 190316. You are Karamo Sise, is that correct?
No, I'm Habib.
Habib Sise, sorry. But your statement, the first statement on the 31st of July 2023, do you have it with you? You spoke about the establishment committee.
Yes.
For how long have you worked or served in the establishment committee?
2018.
2018.
Up to date.
To date?
Yes.
Any other committee?
Revenue committee.
Revenue?
Mbalit committee.
Yes.
Yes, those are the committees I was serving. Unless there should be a special committee set by the council. So sometimes I am fortunate
serve in this.
Yes.
Were there any other special committees that were instituted or set up by council?
Yeah, at times, it do happen. At times, like I believe the exercise, like the market exercise.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
at times, most of the councillors are in.
What about the market exercise?
Yeah, at times, when the collection is poor. Sorry, excuse me.
Mr. Sise, that is also one of the rules as well.
No, it's not a ringing tune. This is a prayer time. It's beyond my...
It doesn't matter. Just apologize.
Okay, I apologize.
Yes. Now, the market committee, did you see the market committee?
No. The a special committee to go and do fact findings, like why the people are not paying taxes, especially at the markets. That do happens at times. Even this year we do it.
Yes. Yeah. But if they are set up, they become an ad hoc committee.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
You understand,
yes,
correct?
Yeah.
And they are temporal in nature.
Yes.
But you would know, would you be appointed formally, or is it verbal appointment?
No, if General Council pass the resolutions, because you have to take the recommendation to General Council, then if General Council, then they will tax, the revenue committee, the revenue committee chair to try to structure councillors. Then from there, maybe 5 or 6 councillors will concentrate on this constituency. 7 councillors go to this constituency to do fact changes. With the staff.
Appears.
Yes. Just conclude that statement. GRTS has cut off the signal. They cut off for 1 o'clock news.
You may finish your statement.
You just complete that statement, and we will come back after.
Yeah. It do happen at times. Like I said, they give the responsibility to the revenue committee chairman to make sure that they discuss it and come up with a list of councillors and staffs, both compliance, audit, like other department council connected to the revenue collections. We form a team and go to constituency after constituency.
We may rise, and we will come back after the break.